The story goes like this. To surprise my wife, I pretended to go for a swim. I changed my shorts, t-shirt, wore flip-flops, and I headed instead to the car. I drove directly to Ion Mall in Orchard, and I headed to Kate Spade. She had scouted a bag previously there, so I know which bag to aim for. When I reached there were a few sales girls, and I guess they weren't too excited to see me coming to the shop because I was very casually dressed. So I actually had to flag one over. I told her I wanted this bag. No questions asked, no need to test fit and stuff. Just this bag, take my money, pack it up straight away. I guess I actually became her easiest sale of the day. And as always, don't judge a book by its cover. Don't underestimate the guy who came in shorts and flip-flops. But the sales girl was very nice. She introduced to me this buy now, pay later platform. It is one of the biggest in Singapore. And because they had a 10% discount voucher for first-time users, I listened to the pitch and I actually downloaded the app within a quick 5 minutes. That is why you see this bill over here, $390 with $39 off. In addition, the bill was split into 3 additional payments, something which I didn't quite need, but the fact that I saved $39 made my day also. This was my first taste of buy now, pay later, which I'll critique in general in a quick while. By the way, this Kate Spade bag is the only big purchase I've bought for missus. And on this channel, you have heard me say before, be frugal, save for retirement, etc, etc. And here I am revealing that I bought something expensive. But also $390 for a bag, you can also kind of guess it's one of the older discounted models. So nothing to shout about. And more importantly, I have not indulged too much into luxury spending, as you can see from this buy now, pay later history. The key part about today's discussion is buy now, pay later programs start off initially as an installment service. It's not new technology, it's actually a loan. And that's something many young people are unaware of. And for the sake of today's explanation, let's break down into customers for buy now, pay later programs into 2 segments. The first is the I don't need installment group of customers. The second is I need installment group. I'll guess that many of you listening in today fall under the category of I don't need, because when I look through comments in the previous video, I've seen comments that buy now, pay later has no or little interest, and that installment can actually be monies rolled into higher return investments. I've also seen big ticket items like tuition fees or splitting up the cost of a new $10,000 bed. The installment feature does indeed smoothen the cash flow and can be monies that you can use otherwise. Some have also benefited from the vouchers given by BNPL platforms so that they can hit their bonuses in the credit card spending. All who have raised these valid points fall under this category also of people who are going to buy the product anyway and don't really need the BNPL. When the BNPL buy now, pay later platform allows you to use the service, they actually lose money to you. When they give you installment or cash flow, it's actually at the expense of their own cash flow. When they give you free vouchers to you, which is a discount, it's actually at the expense of their own profitability. And using my own Kate Spade bag as an example, I would guess that they can actually make like 2.5% in commission, which is on the lower end because Kate Spade is quite obviously a good merchant they want to onboard. You know, in the world of e-commerce, you do have some gold label customers on your platform whereby you don't make too much in commissions, so you can onboard some of the smaller merchants whereby you can get bigger commissions. So I'll guess that they could probably make $10 in commissions for that Kate Spade purchase, but they actually coughed out a $39 voucher to me, which means net the BNPL platform actually lost $29. That is why if you look in terms of their profit and loss statement, using AffirmPay as an example, they are listed in US, you would see that their revenue has been growing, but their net income losses have been widening. This is the typical grab market share, test customer base first, give a lot of vouchers, incur losses, and in any ways, when there's more volume in business, there's more negative cash flow and more interest expense to their own business. And in current climate where it's tough for non-profitable tech firms, Affirm Holdings' share price has gone to the moon and came crashing back down. Question is, what kind of nonsense business model is this? Sell more, lose more money. How can this be viable to shareholders? I'll explain in detail in a quick while. Putting on the shareholders' hat, I don't believe that merchant fees, which is a commission when they sell a product, is good enough for the business to become viable. If it is, competition will definitely step in to cut down that commission rate to share that pie. That is why you see that in Singapore, there are at least 5 buy now, pay later platforms already. If you look in terms of global, there are more than 50 buy now, pay later programs already. If merchant commissions are that lucrative, competition will definitely drive it down. Not just that, creating a buy now, pay later installment program is actually not rocket science. Technology platforms like PayPal, which is the fastest growing buy now, pay later program in US, have actually came into the picture simply by integrating it into their own platform. Samsung Pay, Apple Pay have now also came into the arena. What about DBS in Singapore? You would see Buy Now Pay Later program. The list goes on, and in the business world, nobody is sitting idling and letting you earn all the money. Everybody is incentivized if they can earn commissions to stimulate all of us to do more e-commerce and over-consume. That is why I believe for the Buy Now Pay Later business to survive, this is where the interest income comes in. The second big arm of revenue. This revenue pie, as shown in Affirm's pay declaration, has been rapidly growing. Right now, it's even exceeded merchant fee income. They can call this interest income late fee payment. This is a summary table for MoneySmart. You would see late fee payment declaration for all the various platforms. They would usually say the nice things, which is we don't charge interest, we are interest free. They would like to say that they help young adults see and manage their own budgets a bit better. But the truth is that they do need this interest income, and they can call it whatever name it is, but it's still interest income. That is where we need to pivot to this I need installment customer segment. You know, in the previous video, I actually shared that if you're in this segment, you have some shopping addiction, you are new in the workforce, you don't have much savings, you're actually vulnerable. You are the golden goose customers that they are hunting. Many young adults think that they are gaming these platforms and prefer them to credit cards. But more often than not, it's the platform that actually wins, simply because they understand this principle. Quick to borrow is always slow to pay. I repeat again, quick to borrow is always slow to pay. Once they give you credit easily, you consume it. And when it snowballs too quickly, you may find yourself in a position unable to clear off that loan. That is why half of the consumers regret an expensive purchase according to this research. In this I need installment customer segment, which is the golden goose, platforms will be incentivized to groom the goose to consume more. They'll make the interface nice. They'll make the application very easy. I actually downloaded the app and completed my own application in 5 minutes. And they would like to be clear on fees. That's where they win. And coming to this point, credit cards are no angels to people who are late on their payment. They charge exorbitant 24% interest rate or something like that. But to the I need installment market segment, Buy Now Pay Later programs are actually lesser of the evil. Credit cards are actually the old birds in this whole finance game. They have highly evolved with rewards offered. That's why they win so heavily in this segment. Now coming to here, if you have appreciated this research and you have heard something different, smash the like button, smash the subscribe, because we'll be covering financial content on this channel regularly, and your support is definitely appreciated. You know, I came to this whole discussion with this title, Buy Now Pay Later programs will fail. And let me share with you next what I see as an investor. Firstly, a generation of Buy Now Pay Later adults will be groomed. The Buy Now Pay Later platforms in Singapore are still at an infancy. From what I observe, Klarna, which is one of the pioneers, started in Sweden more than 10 years ago. They now clock more than 80 billion in terms of revenue transacted. And they have groomed an entire generation of young adults with Buy Now Pay Later programs. That is why you actually see that Sweden has actually one of the biggest Buy Now Pay Later market. This market has now caught fire in US, and my guess is it will also come to Asia and Singapore. Again, Buy Now Pay Later is dead. Can be dangerous to use if someone is not educated properly. The second is Buy Now Pay Later programs will start offering the market more services. There are just not that many golden goose customers that need installments going around. And even if a golden goose is found, there is a code of conduct now that caps 2,000 limit per customer, which means also Buy Now Pay Later programs can't squeeze very big amounts from an individual, which also means that they'll reach market saturation very quickly. That is why you would see that established Buy Now Pay Later platforms like Affirm Pay are not just growing interest income, they are also growing virtual card fees, loan sales, servicing income, and all this is earned when they promote more consumption in us. The third is I expect standalone Buy Now Pay Later platforms to fail. Installment service, in my opinion, is just too one-dimensional. Do you actually remember Groupon or group purchasing platforms? Right now, they've kind of fallen off the cliff already, correct? And one of the key reasons why Groupon actually failed is that their business model was just too easy to copy. If you see their revenues, it actually picked up in 2013, and right now it's been on an ongoing decay as it's no longer in fashion. Buy Now Pay Later programs are also too easy to copy. And in order not to fail, my guess is Buy Now Pay Later programs would eventually get integrated into an e-commerce system. Shopback actually bought Hula, as you can see over here, and right now it's relabeled as Shopback Pay Later. It becomes part of their ecosystem and a tool that they can tap on to compete in the market more holistically. So don't be too surprised if in the next 2-3 years, Trust Bank, for example, buys a buy now pay later program to acquire customer base, or Klarna or Affirm Pay with a suite of products ready come into the Singapore market by acquiring a local small buy now pay later program. Let me know if you agree or not with these observations. And the key message again is buy now pay later programs, use them wisely. Thank you for watching till here, and as always, if you haven't seen the first video on buy now pay later, check this out. Or if you have seen it already, let me invite you to my second channel whereby I'm having a discussion on GrabFood riders and what we can do to promote better income for them. If you haven't seen either of these videos, head over there, smash a like, smash a subscribe, and thank you again for watching. Take care as always, goodbye.